technology and is being gang stalked by members of their community. And the specific program that I am whistleblowing on, the specific program I am whistleblowing on involves the actual abduction of TIs from around America. They're put on a Greyhound bus and they are shipped to Seattle, where they are made homeless. They live in one of the homeless shelters where they are housed and experimented on with voice-to-skull technology, and then they are funneled into SIS to work as low-level security guards, where they are experimented on even more. So that is a specific program, and that's what I detail in my blog and my website. But because I am familiar with that program that utilizes the same tactics of gang stalking and the use of this technology against individuals, my knowledge on that program applies to what all TIs are going through. It's the exact same technology, and it's the exact same gang stalking tactics that are used against them. In terms of numbers, I know that there are right now at least 300 to 400 individuals in downtown Seattle that have been abducted from all over the United States, brought to downtown Seattle, and are being housed in DESC, Downtown Emergency Services Center, homeless shelters, and being experimented on 24/7. The numbers of SIS employees that have been experimented on, to my knowledge, is in the dozens. That's all I have direct knowledge of, though, about 24 to 36. And then nationwide, the estimates in terms of targeted individuals who still maintain some manner of autonomy and freedom and have not been brought to Seattle or enslaved completely by this, the estimates I have heard is anywhere from 1 to 2 million at the moment, and we're talking full-blown TIs that get the technology and are being gang stalked 24/7. Those are the estimates that I'm familiar with. This is discussed very much in the open within SIS and with some of the liaison contacts that I had with DESC, Amazon, and then also members of the military that are in a civilian capacity. One thing you have to understand is that within the security business, most of the people working there are ex-military and ex-intelligence
You hear that? Can't really talk about it too much anymore because, the algorithms, but you get the gist of it. So this is what the video's called, and that's the person who put it up. So, I mean, basically that's what's going on with us. But you heard him say it's a mostly ex-military. I was never in the military. But like I said, like I said in a couple other videos, it doesn't have to be... That's how the program started. Let's just say that. But for me, it was from John, because he's a narcissistic asshole, and, he has to tell everybody that I'm the bad guy in his story. And I did, I had way more people following me back then in the beginning than I do now. So, I haven't seen him in like over 2 years. So I don't know if he still lives in the neighborhood or not. If he does, I'll see him eventually. Because, all these people, when you don't see them for a long time, they do come out and you'll see them again once in a while. Just to stir up some trouble because they got nothing better to do. Just like, that's why I saw Erin that day. And I haven't seen her since high school, so that's fucked up. Like, how does she know I was going to be at that moment and, like, in front of my house at that moment? Like, how did she even remember my address? There's no way. He had to have ran into her at some point and, told him to walk around there and tell, to call her. So, that's what I think happened with that one. She is a witch, so she probably does put spells on me still since high school. So yeah, it started off with the military, now it's just for everybody. These stupid 5G towers are to blame too. This program is what started those towers going up because they want all of us under that program. They want all of us to comply, you know what I mean? So just be on the lookout, but just be mindful if they say something or if they do something to you, like say it's like very obvious they're doing something, then you have to videotape them because That's harassment, and that's illegal in more like ways than one. But if they're doing like little stupid skits or whatever, I mean, I guess you could videotape them doing it because they like the attention. So, or just talk about it. Yeah, I'll try. Excuse me. I try to ignore them. I don't get that much anymore. But yet today was funny. I had one. I made it to my appointment. I got up so early today. I was waiting for the damn electrician. He didn't show up. So now I gotta get up early, extra early again tomorrow because that's when he's supposedly coming. Whatever. I didn't wait around for him, and I went to my appointment, did what I had to do, and I went to go grab a bite to eat. So I got a rainbow donut with cream cheese. It was good. I ordered it, and there was already a person in there. He's already ordering stuff. And then he goes, when the guy left, the guy behind the counter left to go get something in the back, he goes to the person on the phone, "Did you want a rainbow donut?" I'm like, seriously? I'm looking right at you, right here. Are you fucking kidding? Stupid shit. He didn't want a rainbow donut before that. He saw the rainbow donuts. He didn't say nothing to the person on the phone. It's a little stupid shit like that, you know what I mean? So I didn't say anything. I was like, whatever. I just ordered my shit and left. But really, bro? Because that's what they do, people have been coming around with wearing with the Target bags, They don't look at the camera because they don't want to be seen, which doesn't make sense. All you do is walking past my house. Like how stupid are they? They're like, let me not look at the camera and make a skit because I don't know why. Well, stupid stuff like that, Even next door, she's gonna do something one day. I don't know when, but she is. Because they do. They wait a long time sometimes. They want you to think about them constantly, about what they're gonna do next, so you don't, do what you gotta do every day. They want you to just think about them constantly. That's how they try to throw you off. And then you start thinking about them and what they're gonna do to you, and then you don't think about yourself, or you don't do what like anything. You don't do household chores, you don't go to the stores, you don't go to the doctor, you don't go somewhere fun, you know what I mean? You don't run your errands like you're supposed to, you don't go get coffee or anything, you know what I mean? They want you in the house at all times because that's how they use the energy of weapons on you. Every house is built with, wood and metal. How's everything, and concrete, so everything goes through the walls, all the sounds from the electronics in your house, even if it's not modern, it still everything makes noise. Especially if you have an older house, it makes noise. So what they do with that is when they come by, and I think to the taxi cabs, they have these weapons in their car, not just drug runner cars. They have these weapons in their car, so when they ride past your house very slowly, that's what they're doing. They're firing those weapons on you. The silencer weapons, silencer weapons, because they want you to have like a stomach or something. Like they want you to run back in the house, go to the bathroom, stuff like that. So just be aware that they're doing that stuff, but don't pay too much attention to it. You know what I mean? Like the guy is coming around again with his husky. I saw him today. I've seen him on the camera, so And I will always say his dog is cute because dogs are cute. They get so mad too. The dog walkers, so you guys call them. They're like, "Oh, what a cute doggy." I mean it because I love dogs. So, and he goes, who gets mad when you tell them the dog is cute? I mean, how Karen-like of them. But that's how I know a lot of people weren't gang stalking me, because this lady came by with her little wiener dog one day. Or was it a Chihuahua? I don't know what kind. I think it was either one of those dogs. They're both the same color. And I go, "Oh my God, so cute." She goes, "Thank you." She was that's appropriate, You like when somebody says your dog is cute. Like, I've pet dogs so many times. They're all fucking adorable. I want to squish them all. Big and small. They're so cute. And cats. Don't worry. I like the cats too. Yeah, so cats are supposed to be like protectors. Like, if they see like spirits or something, they make sure they don't come near you. So, I mean, my neighbor is not the only one doing witchcraft against me on this block. You know, there's more than one gang stalk on the block for everybody, not just me. But there's a lot of witches on this business block. So, you know, they come around every night. These cats, there's like 3 or 4 cats coming around again. You know, they came around during the pandemic. Now they're back again. So, and this witch over here hasn't been outside in a long time. It's like she stays home all day. I heard she orders a lot of stuff off the internet. So, good. Spend your husband's money. Stay in the house and spend your husband's money. She used to be up all the time, going to the store, and then laugh at me because I couldn't get up early because of her. You know, because of all the shit she's doing. I got tired. You know, and I slept in. So when she would see me, first she was annoyed, then she would get angry. Well, that's what they do. You know, we have to make sure we take care of ourselves in any way possible. And they get angry about that because they know what's going on, you know? They see it. They see it's not working. Like I said, it's supposed to be turning around for us. And everything that they've done, somebody's going to see something. You know, God sees everything, but people that don't believe us, they're going to start believing us eventually because these people are going to fuck up so bad that they're going to give themselves away. You know what I mean? Like, every time somebody does something like that to you, remember, they always give themselves away eventually. So don't ever tell people what's going on unless it's like serious and these people are going to come after you and kill you. Then you can say something to your loved ones or whatever. Even your therapist, don't tell me, if you're in therapy, don't tell me you're getting gang stalked. Say to them, I think somebody's following me. How do I prove that they're doing that? You know, like what are the signs? You know, say it like that. You know, don't seem like you're gonna cry about it, even if you are, because sometimes they do lock you up. They, you know, sometimes they're in on it and you know, they're looking for you to get so like scared about it that they're gonna lock you up or put you on pills. Yeah, I was on pills too, because I spoke up. And then what happened? I had a seizure, so I had to stop taking that medication. So now they can't put me on anything because all of these medications cause seizures and heart attacks, strokes, all that stuff. You know, they have a commercial where one of the medications, I don't know what it is for, some sort of mental illness, but it causes your face to distort. So I'm like, yeah, I'm never going back on a pill again. So, like I said, these people want you to go crazy so that you can get locked up. Because they're going to tell whoever will listen to them that you're the one harassing them. And it's just to get you locked up. So just remember that. Just don't panic. Like I said, go out to the 99-cent store. Go get a notebook. It could be a composition book. It can even be a regular, 3-subject notebook. You know, those kinds of notebooks with the spiral notebooks. Like I said, if this stuff is really bothering you, write dates and times, what they're doing, what colors they're wearing. That's what I was told from the police. I used to call her, huh? They told me to make sure you put cameras up to catch her and write down dates and times, especially if they're crank calling you every minute. Write the date, the time, what they said to you. You know what I mean? You have to, for some reason, you have to have so much proof. You know, you can't just tell somebody they're harassing you. I guess it makes sense, but and you can't panic because then they're not gonna believe you. And sometimes law enforcement's in on it too. Well, they're in those clubs. I'll just say that, and they have to scare people in order to get to the next level. You know what I mean? So just be aware of that. But you know what? My father used to be. I think they tried to use him as a sleeper soldier. It didn't work, so they let him go. But my uncle was in the military. My grandfather was in the military. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if you think about it, we do have ex-military in my family. So, at least my mother and my father's side. So, you know what I mean? And my father was in that club, and he was getting stalked, and he told people about it, and they put him in the psych ward. They gave him shock therapy. That's what I'm saying. You can't go crazy. You cannot tell people, anybody, you cannot run up to people, especially, and go, oh, these people stalk me, because they're going to just lock you up. So I keep telling you, pray about everything. Pray, 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 pray. Not eat, pray, love. Just pray. Write everything down. Read the Bible, the King James. Really try to follow him. Only listen to God, and that's it. I'm not even kidding. He does talk to you. You're not hearing things when he talks to you. It's very gentle and loving and fatherly. I've only heard him a couple times in my lifetime, but like, it's like an urge to do something. Like, you know, when somebody stops you, like if, let's say you're crossing the street and a car's coming, but somebody stops you, like they'll push you away from it. It's like that, and it's very loving and caring. They're not screaming at you or anything. It's a man's voice, let me tell you, because Christ is man. And yeah, you know what I mean? He is a father. He is our father. So everybody's father. So don't listen to the Satanists. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. When you hear multiple voices and they're screaming at you and telling you all these weird things, you're like, what the hell are you talking about right now? Those are demons. Tell them to shut the fuck up. When you hear the gentle, loving, fatherly voice, that's God. And he does not lie. He will tell you, he warns you any way he can on certain things. Like I had you know, we have to wear the mask when we go to the store, right? So I was gonna take mine off when I got out of the store, and I literally heard, leave the mask on. And I'm like, where did that come from? Like, it wasn't like, he didn't scream. It was a very soft voice saying, leave your mask on. So I'm like, okay. So I left my mask on. There were people coming, and they had the kids in the strollers. And once I walked past them, even though they crossed the street over, I walked past them, you know, and they crossed the street because they didn't want, you know, to come close. I took the mask off and I was fine because, you know, they probably would have screamed at me or something. It's like that. It's very soft, very firm, soft. But he does say stuff. And sometimes you gotta put the ego away and listen. Because I've gotten into a lot of trouble by not listening to God. So that's all I'm trying to say. You don't have to follow me when I do either. Just listen to God. That's it. He tells you. Never trust people. Trust your instincts. That's God's telling you. He tells you to stay away from people. You stay away from them. He tells you to watch where you're going. You watch where you're going. You have to listen to him because nobody else is going to tell you anything. And he'll make sure that you learn the hard way. And that's it. I hope this helps. Whew, we are going to need God way more than ever when this shit hits the fan.